Welcome to part 1 of Yacht Club Games Shovel Knight. Well, first things first, you want to turn down the volume, because for some reason Shovel Knight's volume can get pretty dang loud. Here we go. As you can see, I currently own the Treasure Trove collection, and I have played all 4 Knights that have been released since the game's release from 2014. Now we're going to start off with Shovel Knight. You know, titular character and all. As you can see, I have several different save files correlating to characters I played the game with. We're going to start a new game with Shovel Knight. Shovel of Hope. Dig your way through the main storyline. And now we get to register our name. Let's go with Leo. Let's Leo, there we go. No, we're not going to use body swap mode. Now, body swap mode, for those who don't know, is a extra treat for those who want to switch between the main character's sexes. So you can effectively make your, you can change it up if you really want to have, you know, female, or male, relationships, if you want to go that far, but let's just keep it normal for now. Yep. Let us begin. Shovel Knight, Shovel of Hope. Here's the opening. Long ago, the lands were untamed and roamed by legendary adventurers. Of all heroes, none shone brighter than Shovel Knight and Shield Knight. Party! But their travels together ended at the Tower of Fate, when a cursed amulet wrought a terrible magic. And when Shovel Knight awoke, the tower was sealed and Shield Knight was gone. His spirit broken, a grieving Shovel Knight went into a life of solitude, farming. But without champions, the land was seized by a vile power, the Enchantress, in her Order of No Quarter. Now the tower is unsealed and devastation looms. A new venture is about to begin. Ready? Now, Shovel Knight is a love letter to 8-bit games, and as anyone can tell by looking at it, this game has clearly a far more bigger color palette than anything that the NES could possibly give. So, there's that. Now, a lot of the elements of Shovel Knight is a freakish mixture between a lot of NES era games. DuckTales, Link, Legend of Zelda 2, Adventure of Link, and most probably the most obvious one in terms of and how the game is kind of structured is Mega Man. So now our blue hero can only really do pretty simple stuff. He can attack with his shovel. He can also do a shovel drop by jumping in the air and pushing the down button, but you can also cancel out of that by attacking. You can also jump. You can't duck, but you can kind of bend his knees to the times of the music. Now, we just fight our way through some beetles. Now, spikes are also instant death like they are in most games of this time. Most games that this game take place homage to. And now we got a sleepy dragon, which you can easily just shovel jump and get some gold and some food if we took any damage. Oh, here's some skeletons. Skeletons are annoying since they technically take 2 hits to destroy. But you can also bounce their skulls at them, get some damage in. So one other small details you could possibly miss with Shovel Knight is that you can actually deflect enemy attacks back with the shovel blade. You gotta be quick though about it. And usually you have a good timing, so you don't end up getting caught guard. And those were some slime monsters. I don't remember the enemy's name off the top of my head, but one other point of if an enemy takes multiple hits to destroy, Shovel Knight will sometimes bounce back when hitting certain enemies, so gotta be careful of that. And here's a secret. Secret areas in Shovel Knight usually contains collectibles pertaining to that certain knight that you're playing as. So Shovel Knight is in the village area. Once you get past the plains, you can get the note pieces, the music notes you find to a bard in the village, and he'll give you gold for every page you find. Excuse me for yelling it into the mic. But there we go. Now, dinner plates usually have food in it, and that was chicken. Now, you may be asking why there's a full plate of random chicken there. Just handling. Sorry for the silence there. Now here's another puzzle. Shovel Knight can shovel bounce off of objects to attain higher distance or get past gaps that his normal jump would not be able to get him across. So another important gameplay detail with the character. You can also enemy bounce with shovel of the shovel drop, which allows them to get to higher areas. And usually gives you a good idea for skips if you're a speed runner. And there we go. Simple as that. Now, once you kill an enemy and once they come back to a certain screen, they will not drop their any drops that they have in. So I can go back up here and kill that dragon again, but I won't get any gold from killing that dragon. There's a secret there. There's a secret here. Another skeleton, but a power gold. Get a ladder leading up. Some dig piles have food in them, so that's a good way to shovel everywhere. You may be able to find some gold. Go. Yeah, I didn't even drop down. Oh, forget. These are checkpoints. Normally, you can destroy checkpoints. Destroying checkpoints, and depending on the color of flame, gives you a certain amount of gold. Mind you, destroying a checkpoint permanently destroys said checkpoint, so you lose progress if you die. And in further stages, you don't want to do that. Unless you really want to get all the feats. Ow. That's one of the downsides for Shovel Knight not being able to kill enemies in one hit. Enemies can usually end up powering through your attack, and that doesn't help. I want that. Give it to me. So I have no real need for it. Now, so we move on. Oh, there's another slumbery dragon. Oh. Careful. His bubbles can hurt. But there we go. Now there is a secret down here, but we cannot get it because we do not have the corresponding item to retrieve it. So we're going to have to watch this skeleton fall off the edge like a dummy. And I think the skeleton enemies' names are bone clanks. Those are like slightly. The yellow variations are generally the more stronger variants. There's other ones, but those are red ones, and we won't be seeing those until we get to the Lich Yard. Yeah. These little Lavos, I think that their names are kind of annoying. Not the worst enemy type in Shovel Knight, that's for sure. Those will go to the Whizbos, or Whizbees, whatever their names are. Ah! And there you go. If you die in Shovel Knight, you drop the gold you're currently carrying on you, and if you die again, it permanently disappears. So, you wanna avoid death. Sometimes discretion is a better part of valor, especially when it comes to collecting gold, especially when it's dropped in various areas. That's just me being a dummy and not watching how I jump, and so I fall to my death. Shovel Knight himself is actually not that slippery of a character. He doesn't you have pretty good control. You control his jump in air, so he doesn't have the original Belmont character jump like the original Castlevania. So you don't have to worry about having to commit a jump and not have the ability to at least control where you're landing. Enough, but here we go. Back to where we were. Of course, this is the first stage of the game. Planes, and so getting from point A to point B is not too difficult. Fortunately, let's see if I can kind of crap. No, well, can't cheat the last bag, unfortunately. That or had the right item, that would not be a problem, but unfortunately, I do not. So, all we can do is wave bye-bye till that good load. Well, we're starting to come up to the ending of the stage. Get some beat holes to eat up. Right here, the secret, if you need some healing. Got some food, last checkpoint. Here we go. Yep. Black Knight. I know you'll show your face sooner or later, the cerulean coward. Turn back, Shovel Knight. There's nothing here for you anymore. Stand aside, Black Knight. I have no quarrel with you. I must return to the Tower of Fate. Your time waits dulled your senses. Can't you see? This entire valley has been conquered by the Enchantress and her invincible Knights of Order of No Quarter stand between you and the tower. But none of that matters, because anyone after the Enchantress has to go through me. Steal that shovel! And here is Black Knight. Black Knight is the kind of more or less quintessential black archetype rival character. He largely fights similar to Shovel Knight. He can attack with his hook. He can also shoot energy beams for some reason. He also is very cocky, because he stops to laugh at you in the middle of battle. But fortunately, he's the first boss, so he's piss easy. And then he runs off like a scared coward. Now, as I was saying, Shovel Knight and Black Knight are rivals. Black Knight apparently has quarreled with Shovel Knight many times in the past. Now, as his warning says, the Order of No Quarter, led by the Enchantress, has essentially taken over the valley. Oh, and it looks like we're getting our first dream sequence. Yeah, unfortunately, Shovel Knight has nightmares of Shield Knight falling, and so catch her, as the game tells you. Yep, up we go. Yep. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Full safety. Only you can put out forest fires. So, and here's our world map. The plains cleared. We can now move on. Here is the village. Looks like we have to go to the village first before we do anything else. Pharaohs. Halt! No weapons. We have enough to worry about lately without everyone swinging swords around. Oh, that's no weapon, just a shovel. You may enter. Then don't forget, press up to talk to everyone. As he tells us and mocks us for our weapon. Fool, we are the mighty Shovel Knight. We can talk to NPCs as they cross the screen. As this Lady Knight says, some knights may look down on your choice of weapon. Between us, I dig it. As Shovel Knight's name says, he is a knight that wields a shovel blade, and he follows the code of chivalry. Dig deeper and faster. Here is the bard. Talking with the bard, we can hand off our new music notes that we find in the furious stages. As he says here, "Hail traveler, I am but a simple bard, but I have a big problem. I lost all my music sheets. My entire repertoire lies scattered across the land. If you ever find a music sheet, return it to me and I shall reward you handsomely." Whoa, you have 2 music sheets. Magnificent. Take 500 gold for each. Yep, sure. You equity to die 1,000 gold. Wonderful. Let us see here. Oh, you found the right one. Black Knight has fine music taste. Should study composition, but then I suppose I'll be the one with the right. Now that I have this music sheet, I can perform it for you anytime. Just ask. And he's not kidding. You can stop and talk to the bard. Hail, Shovel Knight, hero of music. What can our humble bard do for you today? He can play music. Splendid. What would you like to hear? There's quite a bit of music to find in Shovel of Hope. 46 pages. And we've only collected 7. Now, there's also a bit of flavor text that can be added if you push the options menu. You may not know this, but I can propose a unique thing for every new adventurer. I don't merely reuse old music. Well, sometimes I do. And with said money, we can talk to the god, to cook, the magus, or the ghost, or the ghostrometer. Yeah, he is a guy that does stuff, but we will talk to him immediately. First, we're gonna go find some other stuff to go collect. Excuse me. Yeah, this lady carries barrels of water back and forth. You can use her to jump over here to get up to higher ground, so you can collect this music sheet and open up this treasure chest. Now we'll run back to the previous screen. Head on down. The juice bar. We can talk to these individuals. Let's talk to the juice lady. Excuse me, juice maid. New face. Dancers, acolytes, witches, goats. Everyone's welcome in here. Looks like everybody is indeed welcome. Let's talk to the dancer. Oh, that Spectre Knight. If someone could defeat him, I would bestow upon them my greatest treasure. Well, nobody is useful. The disposed king. Oh, woe is me. The king of nothing, not to rule but my lone barstool. King Knight sits on Brightmoor Stone, that gilded goon. He'll get his soon. And this old lady with a stump on her head. Grandma Swamp, double trouble, soil and shovel. My third eye knows your useless infos. Excapitoral? There. The number of dig piles you dug is 7. Arum Infresio. The amount of gold you collected is 6,479. Thanato Wifritarium. The number of times you fall on a battle is 1. Terperium Patripia. The total time you spent adventuring is 60 minutes, 51 seconds. I magically see all your acts. Come back again for more useful facts. Thanks for helping me, kindly witch. I'm not a witch! So yeah, if you basically want to know your in-game stats, talk to the old lady at the bar. We got here the Tropo Acolyte. And a frog that doesn't really like puns. And Chester, he sells you relics. But the big prize is here, a music note. And some gold. Let's talk to the Tropical Acolyte. Hello, fish friend. All hail the Tropical King. Who? You never heard of the Tropical King? Half trout, half apple, but now it's like mouthful. He's one of the forest gods, here to help those in need. I'm telling the truth. If you ever visit the sacred grotto, hold your chalice aloft, and the Tropical King will appear. As it happens, I've been entrusted to sell tropical chalices to believers. Would you like one? Ah, it's a 1,500 gold. I'll take one. Tropical chalice, a vessel for storing the mythical ichor. But where to find it? Over here is Chester. He sells you relics. Relics use your magic points, or magic vials. We have a total of 30 of this point in the game. Hey, blue guy, you wouldn't believe the merchandise I got for you today. Why not have a look? But we won't be buying anything for at this exact time. We will be back, though. No, actually, we actually do need one of those things. I always keep forgetting that you actually need to have a relic, and that would be the fishing rod. Jump up here. Talk to the Ghostrometer. Oh, excuse me, competition. Decisions. Should I extend my magic or health? Or just eat a tin can? Why not buy my meal ticket and help narrow my options? Sure. $1,000. Well, 1,000 gold. Meal ticket. Visit the Ghostrometer to upgrade your health. Are you sure? Of course. This, as he's jumping up and down the game and forward, shows you the Ghostrometer. Couldn't get his name wrong. A meal ticket handed to me. I'll get to the work on my best recipe. I'll dazzle your palate in no time unless soap on the teeth and powder in the mess. There we go. What palate? Well, what food do you have to satisfy my palate? Grilled cheese? Whatever. Extends your health by 1 node. Now, health nodes take 2 points of hits to get drained. In regular mode, it only takes 1 hit to drain a health node in hard mode. So, keep that in mind. The Magus. Want more use of your relics? Oh, yes. Of course. I can increase your magical magic. Oh, excuse me. Your maximum magic. Good. 1,500. Boost your magical points by your maximum magic by 10 points. This lovely tonic. Sure. And that increases it by 10. So now a total of 40. Your max is about, I think, 100? Now with the right armor upgrade, you can boost that up to at least 120. Oh, a little secret over in this corner. Here's this lady with a green candle. And quill and inkwell. Mona. Sigh. I suppose peaceful solitude is too much to ask for. Well, as long as I'm stranded here, shall we pass the time with a little game? I'll just need 100 gold for us. Oh, sure. Alright, I'll conjure up some things and you get up toward the targets for points. Okay? The bottle hit again. And I just missed. Now, target is over 100 points. Let's see if we can. The glowing bottles split up when you hit them, so you grab a chance to increase the amount of. Well, I'm doing incredibly well, as you can see. Well, I made 100. Good job, I guess. You got 100 points. Good job, I guess. Take this and come back if you ever get bored again. Yep. Well, I didn't hit the threshold, so let's try again. Now, the reasons for this is to get a music sheet, more or less. And since you can sell it back for, we'll give it back to the bard and he'll give you 500 gold. Now, the best one to hit is the 3, because that gives you gives you 10 points. At 216. You got 216 points. Yawn. Well, color me impressed. Ah, here we go. Total gold back is 399. Music sheet. There we go. Now, the music sheet pertains mostly to Mona's theme when she plays the bottle minigame. And we head back out. And give our collected music sheets that we have found here in the village to the bard so we can get more gold. I do like the little indication when you have the item to give back to a certain NPC. They'll just be have a little animation. Ooh, got 3 music sheets. Magnificent. Take 500 gold for each. Wonderful. This year, you found a local happenstance. Last week I was barred from a juice bar. Are you some kind of bartender? Now that I have this music sheet, I can perform it for you anytime. Just ask. Yeah, if you can't tell, most of the humor in the game comes from puns. The lowest form of humor. The Goatician has another sheet. He sells it for 4,500. We don't have enough gold for that. So we can head on out. Actually, we can also buy the other chalice. Or we can just buy the orb of Slapdashery from Chester. Let's get the orb of Chaos Spear. An orb of boundless combat potential. 2,500. And as we head on out back to the world map, we can stop and talk to this guy right here next to this pile of stuff. Hedge farmer, are you ready the Shovel Knight? Prove it by digging up this dirt. For some reason, he doesn't believe we're Shovel Knight, so... Bam! There we go! And now he does the happy dance. Hedge farmer, wow, incredible! You really are Shovel Knight. Oh, thanks. Look at this old-looking fellow here. Avenger, get out the way, stupid old horseman. Grizzard Seer, Shovel Knight. Many trials await you. Don't despair. May each defeat strengthen your resolve. Oh, thanks. Well, now that we crossed the village, we have options. We can talk to the Tropical King at the Tropical Power, or we can head to Primal Key, Lair of the King Knight, First of the Order in the Quarter, or we can switch it up and take on the Ledgyard, Lair of the Spectre Knight. For right now, we're going to call it this part an end. Hopefully you guys enjoyed part 1 and come back for part 2 when I post that up at a later date.